Hi everybody and welcome back to Denton Lane and a well overdue layout update video. Firstly, I hope everybody's keeping safe and enjoying the recent warm weather. If you're in a loft and you have your layout in a loft, you're probably not enjoying the warm weather, but nonetheless I hope you're enjoying modelling and being able to get on with a few projects. I've been able to do some work on the layout recently. If I'm honest, I've not really had a lot of motivation in the past few months, mainly due to work and other commitments. But I've been plodding along with a few little bits behind the scenes over the past few months since the last layout update video, which was probably well over 3 or 4 months ago. But anyways, rather than me waffling on, let's have a look around at the layout to see what's been going on. We'll sort of go from left to right, I guess. Let's start in the filler yard. So please excuse the really untidy wiring, an alpha switch there. But this is the sort of updated filler yard area. So now we've got 3 entry and exit lines, which really just adds a bit of operational flexibility. All of this track work was track that I had in stock, so I didn't have to buy anything. And this point, again, it's just a small radius Y point electro frog. So it took me an afternoon just to get this all pinned in and wired up. So it's really good, quite helpful. Bit more operational flexibility, like I said. Able to store some more trains. And that takes me really to the next big part that I've changed in the layout. So originally there was only 1 entrance and exit line, and now there's 2. So I've opened up this area here. I think I just reflected a little bit on the way the layout operated, and it seemed a little bit unrealistic to have 1 entry and exit line, one way of being able to move locos in and out of the yard, which was primarily through the wagon repair depot, which actually in real life wouldn't happen necessarily. A mainline locomotive would not really be manoeuvring across the yard, having to go into the depot building itself. If anything, it would be quite the opposite of that, really. And the yard shunter would possibly be the only loco that would go into the wagon repair shop. So yeah, quite a, well, I suppose a bit of work. You can see a little bit of the woodwork that I need to touch up. But anyways, again, just I felt that it needed doing for the long-term benefit of the layout. So that's that. So it's made having operating sessions a little bit more interesting. So moving across now into the main scenic section, I decided to call on a signwriter friend, and I've got this sky printed onto some 3mm foam board, and I think it just looks a lot better than painting the back scene with a blue, whatever blue you want, but it just looks better. I know sky isn't typically prototypical and is not a real reflection of real life, but for me and for what I want, I just quite like the cleanness of it, and I can build the back scene up around it. So I think it looks a lot neater, a bit more smarter than what we had last time. And then moving down here, so I've got a disused piece of track there, and the brake van's actually in my cabinet. I need to get that out to place there, but you'll see that I've started to add some line side details here. The retaining walls are from eBay. They're just sort of resin building that I've attempted to weather a little bit. I think they've come out quite well. You've got this ground signal here, which kind of allows entry and exit to the yard. I got this off a chap off Facebook actually that he built. I'll try and leave a link in the description if I can to his work, but that was really easy to wire in, so that's there. You've got the scrap metal skip there posed, and this building from the Bachmann Scenecraft range, along with some scale model scenery, tubular fencing, that well-known product that's possibly used on every single layout that I've seen anyway. Great product. Thanks to Justin for that. And again, some signage as well. And just started really curating this sort of area, building up the scene. A lot of the products that you'll see here are scale model scenery. So just looking to sort of build this up and keep adding to it every now and again. As I'll come on to later, I've kind of moved on to working on locos and stock now. This is what happens, just get a bit of inspiration to do something, and then I'll turn my attention to that. So the layout is, for me, at a stage now where, yes, I can run trains and enjoy that part, but I also major on sort of the weathering and renumbering and detailing. That's sort of the things that I'm really interested in doing, so if I have the time, that's where I'll spend it. So over here there's some Bachmann fencing that again I had in stock. Really the aim of this layout has not to be spending loads of money on things unnecessarily, so I've tried to reuse a lot of stuff that I've had, because I just think it's wise to do that, otherwise things become expensive, and I prefer to allocate funds to the things that I enjoy doing, which is layout building. So please don't think that I don't enjoy building layouts. It's just not my favourite part of modelling. So moving on up, got this low relief building here, old Waitrose supermarket with a 1990s logo there. And then again, just adding some nice sort of cameos, nice line side detail as well along here, and the lighting in the wagon repair depot shed. Still loads to do on this. You'll see that I've added the limited clearance signs. Here's the fuel tank, and some spare wheel sets, and some pieces of old rail. But again, it's just these little details that kind of start to add to the atmosphere. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that building. We'll have to see on that one. But yeah, there's a low it's very low relief, but I'm happy with that, really, to be honest. You'll see that I've added some more random rails here, and in the track work here as well. This loco, possibly a new addition to the fleet since last time. It's an unnumbered Bachmann 08 that will be renumbered shortly. Really nice model, fitted with decoder, runs really well on the layout, particularly with the electrofrog points and the way they're wired, so they're wired to be live at all times, and so even if the track is a bit mucky, it still survives a little bit. So this will be weathered soon. Looking forward to getting that weathered, and once I've trawled through Flickr to try and find a particular loco that I'd like to model, then I'll go for that. So that's the 08. I suppose that is the layout at the moment. By no means done. Plenty more to do on this. And like I said, I've enjoyed adding these little details. It's been quite therapeutic to plod along during this time. I've also actually, just as I'm thinking, I've also added some grass tufts here from Tajima 1 on eBay. A lot of people use these grass tufts to add a bit of a disused look, I guess, to the track work, but they're quite cheap on eBay, and they look quite good, so I've added those. So I'm really happy with the results so far. Like I've just said, there is loads more to do on the layout, but for now I'm pretty happy just running some trains, enjoying operating the layout, working on the stock, and adding the smaller details. I'm just going to show you a loco that I've been working on for the past few weeks. Class 60s, Class 56s, possibly probably one of my two favourite locos really. They were so prevalent in the 1990s when I was growing up, and remember them really fondly on steel workings and MGR workings, and so I've wanted to depict one of those locos in the load haul scheme. And if you've noticed, actually, whilst the layout's been built, I've accumulated a few load haul locomotives, it seems. So maybe an unofficial load haul depot coming along, who knows. But let me show you this load haul 60 and just show you some of the work that I've done and hope to do on it. So here she is, 60 0008 in the load haul orange, white and black. Such a fantastic livery. It suited these locos so well. Obviously you can find them, find a livery on 37s, 56s, 60s. And this is a Hornby model. Interestingly, I've had a load haul class 60. Bought one years and years ago when they were first released, and stupidly I got rid of it. And then I remember seeing this one on eBay probably about a year ago, and thought, you know what, need to buy another one. So this is 60 0008, which is Gypsum Queen 2. Again in a fantastic load haul livery. Unfortunately, this loco now resides at Toton Depot in EWS livery, stored, unserviceable, I'd imagine. So I've used plates from Fox Transfers, if we can try and get that to focus. These plates are really fantastic. So the loco's just been renumbered with Fox Transfers, and what I would say is, if you are nervous about renumbering a loco, I probably would be, but in the case of this loco, I used a little bit of persuasion with a cocktail stick and a bit of thinners to remove the numbers of the original loco, which it would have been 60 0007. So yeah, really pleased with this loco. There's still a lot to do on it. You'll notice that it's not seated on the body correctly right now. That's because I'm still adding to the cab interiors. You'll see that there's a driver, if I can get the camera to focus. There's a driver in this end, and then I've got a couple of shunters that I've added in this end too. So yeah, really happy with this loco. Like I said, love the class 56s and 60s. So the plan is going forward to get this one sort of complete, and hopefully get it sound fitted at some point, and get it on some load haul BDA wagons, which have been stored for a while. So get that running on the layout. Yeah, that's the load haul class 60. So there we are. That's a quick layout update. Just wanted to really check in after a few months of what could have been seen as inactivity. But as with many of us, for me, my inspiration sort of goes up and down with model railways, and therefore sometimes I have months where I'm really sort of working on stuff and enjoying it, and then there's months where I don't, and things sort of get lost and stay in their boxes. So I hope in a few months' time there'll be more updates to come, and things that have changed. And I'm certainly, like I said, I've said in the video already, certainly enjoying weathering and renumbering locos, and I've got a few more projects on the go at the moment too, that I hope to share with you going forward. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed this layout video. I appreciate you taking the time to watch it, and most importantly, stay safe in this current time, and I hope you continue to enjoy your modelling. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Goodbye.